Hello, 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 Mississippi Survival. And I just I'm gonna show you a little update on my gardening and what I've been doing. Like I told you, some people say they don't have that much space. So just want to show them it don't take that much space. So if you can see on my countertop, see, it's not that I got stuff up here, but it's everyday use. It's not something that I don't use, but like once every 2 weeks. I use this stuff every day. This every day. But again, right here, I took this, came from an old basketball goal. As you can see, it's blue and white, and I redesigned the way it was. And what I did was I went over to Walmart and I picked up me a few lights. A light for the starting growth, which is down here down low, and up high. And these things was only $9 a piece, and they were really bright. And I put some zip ties, which zip ties you can use for anything. So I put me some zip ties there. And I was growing some lemongrass, but I think it is seeded. It had rooted out on the. It actually rooted out. It still got some green in it, but it rooted out, and I didn't change it into something bigger. So it pretty much it's kicking the bucket. I might go ahead and change it and see whether it go ahead and sprout back out and survive. Some plants will surprise you with some of the stuff that they do. Like this plant. When the stems got dark like this, I thought it was dead, but actually it started. I pulled it from somewhere else, and it was about to root. It rooted out too. We had rooted out weeks ago. See, now it's growing all new limbs. You see, and that's my basil. It's doing it here as well. It's starting to grow back, and it's thriving real well. It's growing. See, like this one. This one's almost dead, and it's thriving pretty good. I think I'm gonna get a section and put this in a pot by itself the next time, the basil by itself, and let it grow on its own, so I can have a full pot, and so it'll be fuller and healthier if I do it this way. And of course, these are the green onions. I love these things. These are the same green onions I bought. I bought these green onions about 5 or 6 months ago. And I just keep cutting off of them and eating and adding to whatever meals I want to add it to, and they grow right back. They grow right back, and that's what I mean when I'm telling you, you're trying to survive and you get away from some of the things that they're doing, and so you can start eating better and healthier. Nothing healthier than growing your own food and knowing what you're growing and knowing what's going on your food. Nothing's going on this but water and some dirt. You got your dirt and fertilizer, and that's it. And I let it just naturally grow, and they just see how healthy they are, and it's got new sprouts growing right here in the center, new pieces. And this thing, and the thing with this, right, another reason I love the green onion so well is because you can harvest these onions every week. Now, some people like the bottoms, which is the white part of these onions, but if you cut that off, you might well get ready to buy you some more and start over from scratch. But once these bases get a nice thick base on them, and they'll keep sprouting from the sides. I know I kept some of these onions and grew them so long and kept eating the sprouts off of them that the onion base was that big. It was like a tree almost. And I just kept, and then the problem I had was when it was out in the hot sun, it bolted to sprout to seed so quickly. But once I'm in the house, I keep them cut down, so I don't have that problem. Now, peppermint, I put the peppermint outside, and I noticed when I put the peppermint outside, it bolted directly to seed so quick. And what I did was I just cut the seed off and buried the seed. I wet the soil real good and buried all the seeds and I covered it up with some dirt. I'm pretty sure there's another way of doing that. I just did it that way because I was just trying to see if they come up there. If they come up next time when they bolt the seed, I'm gonna cut all the seeds off and put it in a bag, and then I can plant them in different places and actually grow some peppermint. So. Now this is the setup that I'm using in the house, and of course I also have my Glow Grow garden. I haven't got my hydroponic solution in yet, so I can't use that yet. So there's nothing to show with that yet. But I do have the unit, which if you missed that, I showed that a couple videos back. I think it's yesterday, or the other day, 2 days ago. I showed a couple of videos back. But this right here, I took some basic foam pad that you would get at Walmart and cover this whole bottom. And this sits up here fine. It sits across here. These stands support it. Made some legs out of it with the T square. And this is a shot of it from the side. You will see I have a whole nother area where I can put a whole lot of more plants behind it, and I still got this as well. If I really wanted to, I can pull all these plants right here forward and set me something on the top right here. Set something on the top right here, and grow something else at the top as well. But I haven't done that because I wanted to have more room, and you can see how tall and vibrant the onions and basil has gotten because I didn't do that. It gave it more room to grow. It grew past the regular light, now it's going to the second light. I need this closer for other plants and stuff that I'm gonna put here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go outside. Of course, you know, I got my rice. I got about 40 pounds of rice right here so far. I'm looking to get up about to 100 pounds of rice or better. This is all part of my prepping, which I think everybody should be doing. Men, women, everybody should be doing that, because you never know what's going to happen. They tell you one thing, they do something totally different. So that's something that I think you should do. Get your rice together. You can make several different types of meals out of this. I know you know this. So that's something that you can do multiple things with, and then go with multiple different dishes. So that's something you can do, and do it cheap. Rice is not expensive, and I advise you to get these big bags of rice while you got a chance to get them. So we're going to go ahead and go on outside. Same thing with this. You got to have your luxuries that you like as well. As you can see, I got from floor tall as the entire refrigerator. I got plenty of different types of drinks and juices for the kids, and just, you know, storing up. You know what I mean? I'm being responsible. If something happens, hey, I'm going to have me at least one pop. Well, I know I got a lot of water as well, but that's just something on the way out. All right, we're coming on out. Still beautiful out here today. And we're going to start over here. Now, these are the bins that I'm using. You can see that these bins, I'm just using basic center blocks and tub. And this right here, so there's no plants in there, but I actually do. I have my I have potato inside of this, and I just keep watering every day. And then once my potatoes come up, I got more placement on where I'm watering, but I try to water and keep all the soil moist, because it's going to spread throughout the entire dirt system. And hopefully by the time it grow and die out, I have plenty of potatoes, which normally it'll probably take about 100 days to fill that thing up with potatoes. And then we're moving right along right here. I have another setup just like that. The same way, except in this one here, we're going, these are grape tomatoes. That's what I'm growing in this one, grape tomatoes. And I can't wait until it starts putting on, because I love grape tomatoes. They're really good. And you'll see it here, right here, where I told you I put the peppermint sprout. The peppermint, well, the seed that I covered up, and see it's coming up already. So what I thought was going to work actually worked. I'm surprised, I'm shocked, but it does. And here, this is my bigger container. See, and I got this on a double decker, so I can grow on the top and grow on the bottom. And you'll see how tall this is, my hot pepper plant, how tall it is. So I'm just waiting until it starts putting on. Maybe it's too hot. Because I've seen the blooms and stuff comes on and then they die, fall off of them. And these are my banana plants. They're all getting tall and vibrant here. They look pretty healthy. I just need I watered them real good this morning. I'm gonna water them again tonight. I had a separate container right here with a banana plant in it as well. When they wither a little bit like that, I know it's time to go ahead and put some more water on them. Here's my peppermint. See, all this, it was seeded, and what I did was I cut all the seedlings off the top, and I planted them in that tub over there. And this thing looks nice and healthy as well. Now this is the one that they run peppermint and spearmint, they run two different ways. One of them run under, and I think the peppermint runs on top. So as you can see, it's way over here. It runs on the top. So that's what we're looking at with this. This is my outside garden. I got me some 7 dust. This stuff works wonders. It keeps the bugs and stuff off for the dust and keep from eating up the crop. Keep me my little handy little shovel under the bottom right there. Some extra pots in case I need me some extra pots to work with. I had bottled water that I had let sit in the cooler too long. I didn't want to drink it. So I thought maybe it'd be something leached into the water, I guess. So I just didn't take the chance on it. So I just used it to water the plants. Let the dirt filter it out. Over here, I'm finna do something over here as well. I already got this bucket ready, regular Lowe's bucket. I got the buckets for a real good price. I got some more in the storage, quite a bit of them. And I'm finna get ready to get me some plants started over here. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna put over here yet, but I am getting ready to get this kicked off as soon as tomorrow. And I want to get all this stuff up and growing and have it nice and vibrant. And then I got my nice little sign. Welcome to our garden. For me, it's welcome to my porch garden. And that's what it's going to be. So all my stuff is going to be done right here, up here so far, because they have a snake problem in the back. And I don't feel like fighting with no snakes. So I'm going to do everything raised up here. If I had to do something in the ground, it'll be in the front yard and not in the back. Unless we get some snake away or whatever way they need to get AK-47 away, whichever one. So there's my short video, and this is what I setting up. Has got set up so far, and getting it going, and hopefully I'll be getting a nice harvest out of this stuff in the next month or so. Except the potatoes, of course. But I'm looking to get a nice little harvest out of this right here. I'm going to plant another tomato plant beside this one. I just put 2 in that one tub. That's it. The reason why I did one is because tomato plant, it grows everywhere. It gets so big and spreads until, two tomato plants just be too many. I'm going to put a trellis up here. Put me a trellis up here to catch these, the ones that's here. You know what I mean? Where the tomatoes go on it. And it'll climb that trellis instead of just falling all over on the ground. So that's something else I'm looking into getting done. But there's a lot more plants I'm getting ready to put out, and I like it like this. I can come out here, do what I got to do. I can sit out here in my chair, give me a glass of wine, and relax. And it's therapeutic to me. I love it, and this is what I'm doing. This is a short video to give you an update on what I'm doing with my garden. Mississippi Survivor, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Mississippi Survivor, and I'm out.